Today on Bake Eat Review, we're doing things a little different. Normally when I do a recipe, it's one that I've created or I've had for years and years. But you see lots of stuff online and that always inspires me and I always want to try them out. So today, I thought we'd try coffee mousse. I saw this in a video on Instagram and their version had dairy, so I'm going to veganize it. I'm going to start with their ingredients. The first is instant coffee. We're going to add some sugar, and the last ingredient is water. And now I'm going to turn on my blender and this should whip it up. This has frothed up beautifully. I'm going to put it in this bowl and next I'm going to do the whipped cream. But if you look at this, it's just amazing. And then I'll put this in the fridge while I'm blending the whipped cream. In this next step, the recipe called for whipping cream and condensed milk. I have vegan whipped cream and vegan condensed milk. Now, I'm going to start off by whipping this a little bit and then incorporating the condensed milk and whipping it so hopefully it'll be nice and fluffy. I'm going to add my vegan condensed milk and give it another whip. I'm going to fold this into our coffee mousse portion. I'm gently folding this in to incorporate the sweetened whipped cream. Trying not to disturb too many of the bubbles and deflate this too much. I'm going to put this in a couple of bowls and then I'm going to call Mike and see if he can try it and tell me what he thinks about it. Well, here's Mike. Mike, I have a dessert for you.
Is this that video that you showed me?
Yeah, it's the coffee mousse and I just want to hear what you think. I've never tried this before,
all right,
so it's new for me too.
Let's give it a try. I love coffee, so this should be good. It's very rich. I think almost too much coffee, don't you think?
I think a little too much coffee.
But it's quite good.
It's very light. I think if anything, in order for this to be a mousse, I'd want more whipped cream. And what do you think about the sweetness?
It's a bit sweet.
Yeah, I think a bit sweet.
I think you could make it better. I think if you reduce the coffee, reduce the sugar a bit. I can't taste the coconut, can you?
Coconut being such a strong flavor, I just expected to taste a little coconut in here and I can't at all.
But are you worried about it deflating?
I think it could deflate. I have some in the fridge. So what I'll do is I'll keep some in the fridge and I'll check it in a couple of hours. And in my notes below, I'll let you know if it deflated. I think that you could do something better with the cream. Like our tiramisu mascarpone cream, if you whip that in here, because essentially you're kind of making a tiramisu pudding, right?
Yeah.
Mousse.
Yeah.
I think that would hold up better.
This, I think I'd like to try that because when I eat this, it's like eating cotton candy or something. It just, there's nothing to it, right? You put it in your mouth and it just kind of all dissolves. So I think if you have the tiramisu mascarpone, I think you would actually have more texture in your mouth. Whereas this, it tastes good and it is a little bit strong and a little bit sweet, but the texture is kind of letting me down a bit. Do you find that?
Yeah, I think it's just not creamy enough. When they say mousse, I think of that silky kind of feel on your mouth. And it has a little bit of that because of the cream that's incorporated, but it's very, very light. This was really fun to try out and give you our honest opinion. And if you try out this recipe, I'd love to hear what you think too in the comments below.